a tough game coming up next, West Brom at home. It's a big opportunity, isn't it, for QPR? I'll come to you first on this, Ben, because I seem to come to you last a lot on predictions, which leaves you a bit stumped. But it's a big opportunity for QPR, isn't it, as well? Because, fourth in the table, West Brom, QPR fifth, got a game in hand on them. What do you think of this one, and what's your prediction?
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Dan. It is a big one. Not so much because of the potential to overtake West Brom in the table, but I think almost the one thing that's been missing so far for Rangers has been beating one of the teams at the top. Obviously performed very well overall, but the games against Bournemouth with defeats, they obviously lost quite heavily at Fulham, they lost away to West Brom. So I think just confidence-wise, it would be massive if they could actually, say we've taken that scalp, we've beaten West Brom, and that shows what we can do. I think apart from anything, we've also, got to look at the recent record at home. I mean, the fact is, we've had last three home games, 2 defeats and a draw against a lower division side, in effect. So need to start winning at home again. And as he said, Dan, West Brom have struggled for goals lately. They've struggled for form a bit lately. And I think the good news, of course, is they've got players suspended as well. No Alex Mowat, which I think is very good news. No Sam Johnston in goal. So those are potentially 2 big advantages. And partly because I don't dare to make another negative prediction 2 weeks in a row, I'm going to back Rangers to win this one 2-1.
What do you think, Kev? You share Ben's optimism this week?
Yeah, I think it's a good game, and I didn't realise I signed that DK. Is that the lad from Barnsley last season?
Yeah, he's played for Orlando, and Barnsley had him on loan last year. Yeah,
he did last season, big, strong. As a go, they got some good players. They haven't really set the championship alight. I think there's nothing to, I think if QPR are on form, could get a good result. I think it'll be tight. It's interesting what Ben said, like the last 3 games. I'm going back to the Bournemouth and Stoke defeats. So I'm going to go 1-1. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be tough. They're very direct. West Brom, like he was the manager at Barnsley, 100 mile an hour try and turn out QPR's defence. So very tough game. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm not going to be there. I'm a bit gutted, but I wish I was. It sounds like a really good matchup, and I think it'll be a really good game.
Hopefully. Ian, what's your prediction?
Yeah, it's going to be a hard game. I think it's good. It's at 3:00 on a Saturday. Got to be a good crowd there.
Seems weird that seems like the most Sky Sports game possible. QPR and West Brom, and they absolutely love showing those teams. So it's a bit weird that it's not on Sky.
Although I will say QPR have beaten second place Blackburn, Ben, and they have beaten 6th place Huddersfield. So their record against the top 6 isn't actually that bad.
Stand corrected.
But I thought the game at the Hawthorns, they threw that away, Rangers. I thought they were comfortably going to win that, but won that looked comfortably, and they got sucked into playing how West Brom wanted them to play, sitting too deep, going long ball, and a rare mistake from Dieng. They need to play a lot better than that to win on Saturday. I don't think Rangers have been playing to their full potential for a few weeks now. I think the Huddersfield game, they were very good in that match. That's probably the last time they really turned it on. If they can play like that, they'll win Saturday. Be interesting to see what formation he goes with. I think he might start with this similar formation to what he started at Bristol City, where you have Field, Amos, Johansson in the middle of the park, Willokin just behind, and I imagine he'll go with Dykes up front, and the usual back 5. I think that there's a few West Brom connections here as well. I've got a point to prove. Sam Field, Chris Willock had a lone spell there where he didn't kick a ball. Obviously Charlie Austin. So I think there's a bit of potential point to prove with some lads in this match, and also Stefan Johansson spent time on loan there as well.
Furlong as well, obviously at West Brom.
And Darnell Furlong on the other side. So I think when the last 2 home games against West Brom, I can remember Rangers have been bullied. Jake Livermore really bullied them in midfield. In the last time they won 2, I think West Brom in Warburton's first season, and in the season under McLaren, it was a similar story. So that midfield battle is really when the game's going to be won and lost. They need to be strong and physical in there, but also move the ball with some pace. And I don't think they're very good, West Brom. I think they're a very what's the word? Well, direct. They're very, it's not football I really would want to watch every week. I think a club of that size shouldn't be playing football that way. I can understand a Rotherham or a team like that, but not a West Brom. It's and from what I understand, the locals aren't completely enamoured with, the style of play that Ismail's playing. But this DK really caused Rangers a lot of problems when Barnsley played last year, and won 3-1. They really struggled. QPR, they were dominated by Barnsley that day. So they know all about him, but he hasn't played for a few weeks, I believe. He hasn't played for about 6 weeks, so he's not fully match fit. So he might not start, or he might not play a full 90 minutes. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I'm going to go Rangers to win. I'm going to go for Rangers to win 2-1.
Yeah, see, I was going to say 1-1 as well, like Kev, but I think I've copied Kev a lot this season, and it's a bit of a easy thing to do, and it just copying the ex-pro, the one who should know the most out of all of us. So I think I'll say
good.
I might say 0-0. I mean, West Brom have had a lot of 0-0 draws this year, it seems, and yeah, I know you said, Kev, that it might be a good game, but 0-0, I think maybe, and I mean, at least it means you wouldn't be missing a thriller either.
Can be a good 0-0, Dan. There are such things.
There are entertaining 0-0s, that is true.